we are back. Just gonna get ready to launch. And actually, as I was rebooting, I decided to see if there was a known issue about that weird Dwemer noise that we heard. It's actually related to X, not C. Of course, since I'm using a QWERTY keyboard, X and C are next to each other, so I was probably hitting X instead. Anyway, it's a known bug, and it will be removed, fixed in the next update. Skyrim, you're gonna launch. Be nice if you could launch Skyrim. Yeah, man. There we go. But I definitely think between Finis flying and real flying, Finis flying with the animated dragon wings is a better way to go. It's definitely a better experience. Now I'll probably end up doing a video in the next few days where I go and load a version of the game with no other mods installed, just so I can properly test to see if it is some other mod conflict that's making real flying basically last only a couple of minutes be unreliable. But given the mod loadout that I have, I would definitely say Finis flying is the better way to go. Though you do lose some level of control. Okay, Skyrim, stop freaking out when I click out of the engine. It's not that big a deal. Don't care about the Steam updates. I am trying to do one thing, and you will not let me do it. Should be noted that the clicking out and Skyrim crashing is not related to Finis flying. I've had it happen all kinds of times, just Skyrim freaking out when you have multiple modders. It is not Finis flying related. Especially considering right now I'm not even flying, I'm on the ground. Well, I'm wondering if I can have real flying and animated dragon wings. I mean, real flying and Finis flying working in tandem. Finis flying does change around the control systems, and Finis flying works with the defaults. So I kind of like the idea of being able to glide when I fall, which I don't really get with animated dragon wings, because animated dragon wings is literally just animated dragon wings. Save here. I think we're going to have to put up a camp. We're getting a bit gold. Place here. Build a campfire. Add firewood to the campfire. Wow, so I can actually change how my equipment's exposure is working. Huh. That certainly works better than having to use the copy armor stats mod to copy over my shrouded armor. So I could literally just set my shrouded armor to provide full protection. Still, I copied the enchantments over and apparently the armor rating, I think, from the shrouded armor. Since apparently I'm going to be wearing the I'm going to be wearing it all a lot more frequently. It provides full exposure protection, which I actually like visually better than the other one. But I really don't want to have to tinker with setting the settings again on that. So for now, we are feeling a bit hungry. Alright. You're feeling satiated. You're feeling well satiated. Technically it says well sated, but I've always been taught that the pronunciation should be satiated, with an I in it. Oh well. You are completely warm. Spare bedroll, use your bedroll. Pack up. And of course, being the irresponsible Dovahkiin that we are, we're going to just leave it there. Now we're heading in the right direction. I may try in a bit switching out the animated dragon wings for real flying. And see if I can get the two of them to play well together. I do kind of like a lot of stuff that real flying does. Just not the flying mechanic. The gliding mechanic, very nice though. But going for full on flight, I think I prefer finesse flying. And welcome, welcome. Thank you for following Sergeant Darksider Black or Back, however pronounce it. Two, three, four for the Imperial Bow. I do how like animated flying will put wings up to guard you. I mean, it's kind of annoying, the choices you have to make, because animated dragon wings gives you all sorts of animations for like crouching, and you know, it's very cool in that regard, but it doesn't have the functionality that real flying does. If you're using real flying, however, you don't get all those animations for crouching and whatnot, which is kind of annoying. Without any night vision, with night vision. With night and thermal vision. Ooh, there's a warm body up ahead. Hello, Skandar. Hold on. So we have switched out real flying for animated dragon wings mixed with Finis Flyer, which I am actually liking quite a bit better. But as you probably heard at the tail end, there are some nuances of each of the three mods that I miss from each. So it's not a perfect solution, but it's a solution. Take your seat, lady. Wow. I missed completely. Wow, I am absolutely terrible at this, aren't I?
Mind's playing tricks on me.
Yep, your mind's playing tricks on you. Those crazy, crazy minds. Always playing tricks on us. I am using a bunch of detection mods, so that it makes it harder for me to sneak. You have to hide in shadow, stuff like that. So it's not the vanilla sneaking experience. Probably can't sneak too well right now, though, because I'm in the middle of the light, but hopefully...
Never should have come
I do love the important information overhaul. No magic, the world just goes black and white. I love that effect. And of course, I love the idea that I may actually need to remove the hide spots mod, since apparently Sneak Tools has its own version. Yeah, see, I'm getting two versions, so I should probably just disable hide spots. It looks to be superfluous with Sneak Tools. And I definitely prefer Sneak Tools over just having hide spots, because Sneak Tools just does so many things. It has the ability, it does have identity conceal. So face covering masks have identity conceal effects. It also gives you the ability to do assassinations, one-click assassinations. So if I snuck up behind her and hit the activate key, I would have the option to either pickpocket or assassinate. Sneak increased to 23. There you are. Wow, I absolutely suck. I should definitely use Jackson's archery utility, which is part of Jackson's utility suite, and see about adjusting my arrows. Actually, why don't I do that right now? Mod configuration. Jackson's archery utility. I don't want to make my shots glow. Don't want any of that. Easily adjust your sights for a perfect aim. To zero in your sights, just shoot at a target, then aim at the red projectile and shoot again. Your second shot should land dead on the first, proving your sights are zeroed in. Choose an eye-level target at an appropriate distance. You'll still need to aim higher for longer shots. Alright, I'm going to aim for that lantern. That's not working, is it? Will this work? I need something with a softer material. Nope. Something I can actually sink into. Have to keep an eye out for softer material. Maybe like a treasure chest would work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Now we're hidden in the darkness right here, and we're also muffled. So I should make these shots relatively easy. I think I need to reset it. I think I got all messed up from my attempts to fix it. Clear adjustments. There we go. There we go. You reanimated a goat? Seriously, you reanimated a goat? Color me not impressed. Why would you reanimate a goat? Seriously, why would you reanimate a goat? Of all the things you could reanimate, you choose to reanimate a goat. Reanimating goats. Good grief. Still managed to get it. That's where I came from. Came up through around there. Did I just not see you? Oh, that's because I was up there, that's why. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. On the plus side, a fire. That'll keep us warm. Actually, we're maxed out in warmth. That's always nice. Speaking of which, Moonlit Tales. Since I installed MCM Kicker, I'm wondering if I can get this to finally work. Ooh, there's a treasure chest there that I didn't really see. Up, down we go. Seriously? All that for only 10 septims. There needs to be a mod where you get better loot depending on the difficulty of the chest. Ah, Footprints mod. How I love you. It's the little things. You don't know how much you're gonna miss a mod that really just adds footprints until you don't run. You're not running with it. You're not running with the mod. You realize just how much you miss having footprints in the snow and in the ash. I picked up a couple of new books, it seems. Pension of the Ancestor Moth. I'm wondering if that's supposed to be a Passion of the Christ joke. Amulet of Stenda. Expert robes. Could disenchant my fur armor. I could disenchant that to see what I get, but I don't want to risk it. Robes of minor alteration. Robes of minor conjuration. Minor restoration. The cold night. No. The copy armor mod mentions this, that if you tick the option to copy enchantments over, you could end up in a situation where you can learn artifact enchantments. As you can see here, I can't actually normally learn the muffle enchantment. But since I put it on my Stormcloak boots from the copy armor stat mods, I can actually learn it now. Now, Shrouded Glove, you could always learn that one, the backstab. But I can also learn poison resistance, which I can't normally learn. I can learn this one as well. And when I make another set of fur armor, I may end up disenchanting these and learning them. Because as a member of the Dark Brotherhood, I should be able to apply the Dark Brotherhood's evil magics to anything. At least in my book, I believe that. Let's see. Now, I'm curious to disenchant the Robes of Righteous Might and see what I can get from that. But before I do that, I want to save, just in case they're not something I can actually apply to things. Because some things, when you disenchant them, you actually can't reapply them to anything. So we'll go to the Hood, the Righteous Might. We learned the Righteous Might enchantment. Alright, so let's see, I should have some type of hood on me. Got a hat. And I can't put Righteous Might on either one. Can I put... Can't put that on it. Try a different method. Enchantment, Righteous Might. Nothing in here I can apply it to. Righteous Might. Nothing in here I can apply it to. Yeah, so even though I can disenchant the Righteous Might enchantment, I can't actually apply it to anything. Which means I basically destroyed a unique item for no gain. Alright, so I still got the Hood of the Righteous Might. Alright. Let's level up. I'm gonna go with heals. So I'm working my health up to 200 now. Can I improve destruction any? Can I improve restoration any? Can I improve alteration any? I actually haven't learned any alteration spells now that I think about it. I haven't picked up Oak Skin yet. My smithing still isn't good enough for me to do goldsmithing. Or really anything for that matter. Still nothing in here for us knife users. Us knife users. I wonder if there's a copy weapon stats mod. Because I think it'd be rather amusing if I were to copy the stats from, say, like an iron dagger to my fork and knife weapon. Just so, you know, I can assassinate people with a fork and a knife. Because right now, if I were to equip my fork and knife, the knife does 3 damage, the fork does 1. Because as the topic of today's episode says, it's nice to meet you. But I have to actually, it's dagger to meet you. Shouldn't be able to do that. I took away the gem. How are you doing that? There's no gem to cast it with. As long as I'm silent and in the darkness, you will never find me. Of course, missing you constantly probably doesn't help.
I know I heard something. I'll try and make this work.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to remove the hide spots mod.
you.
Don't you?
Mother.
I am master.
I don't have any more potions of. Yes, that's worth a shot. Nope, I don't have anything to give me any way of dealing with this, I don't think.
Best you can do.
Where is this spell that I'm looking for? Beast form. There it is. Get your lost stuff back, yeah. Blacked out again, didn't you, Pris? And you have no idea what's going on, do you? But you do remember the last place you blacked out, so it shouldn't be too hard to get back to wherever your gear might be. So far you haven't blacked out and traveled halfway across of Skyrim, have you, Pris? Hopefully, though, you can survive the cold of this place long enough to get back to your equipment. Actually, it's not too cold, is it? You can't sense the outside weather. That probably didn't help. I know I actually didn't trigger the transformation back. That was done automatically, automagically, if you will. By Moonlit Tales. Moonlit Tales will give you a well, there's normally a timer on wolf form anyway, but yeah. Unless you really eat a lot of people, typically. Four, 5. I think that covers all my main spells. Actually, no. I still have a few other things I need to equip, don't I? I unequipped everything when I went to wolf form because I dropped all of my gear. This is definitely working out a lot better than last time the first time we were running with Pris. Gotta go up there, right. Hlimnir's Hide. What is Hlimnir's Hide? So, it's from a snow bear. I knew I had some potions on me. I just didn't have them favorited. Elixir of Exploration. Interesting. Fun fact, ruined books can actually be used as kindling in a campfire in Frostfall. What do we have here? Call the spectral wolf to your side to fight for you twice a day. Phantoms of the Wild is recharging and will become active soon. I'm starting to collect a nice collection of enchantments. Okay. What's wrong, Pris? Looking at all those dead bodies making you hungry? Oh, don't worry, there will plenty more dead bodies. We are quite full at the moment, aren't we? We did pick up some new enchanted gear, so we're trying to make a beeline for that enchanting table that we saw not that long ago, which is actually down here. No, that's an alchemy table. The enchanting table is in the main area. There it is. Ring of the Dark Woods. Still nothing new there. Actually, what does it take for me to unlock the ones further up the tree? 50. Not too bad. I hope the blurring effect isn't too much for you guys. I can reduce it, and the important information overhaul does allow you to adjust how severe the effect is. Actually, now that I think about it, when my health gets really low, the screen effect for that is pretty severe for me to work with. So I'm going to go set the health intensity to, let's say, 80%. Magic intensity is fine. Stamina intensity, I'll leave it alone unless anyone else finds that the blur effect is too severe. But the health effect was just so intense when you get your health really low, is that you really can't see anything, and when your health is low, you're trying everything to survive. Now, local map, no. So where we want to head to next? We want to make our way to Snow Point Beacon, which is to the south and a little bit east. That's a tower. want to head south. Basically, in what direction? That direction. Alright. V is a toggle view. Yeah, that's because I'm hitting the X key, not the C key. That's the Frostflow Lighthouse. I think it's down there. Wow, I am horribly off target, aren't I? I gotta get better at my navigating to the sky, don't I? Holy crap, I am absolutely terrible at this, aren't I? It's literally in the exact opposite direction. Let's try this one more time. Up, up, and away! Is it that fort over there? Might be. That's Fort Fellhammer. I didn't want to mark the location, damn you. Still, I'm close. No Point Beacon is a little bit more that way. Getting the hang of these wings, getting the hang of these wings. There it is. Up, 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 up. I was not using the animated Dragon Wings animation, which I'm guessing is because I changed out the version of it. Not that one. Finesse Flyer. Up. Save. And load. Good God, is that noise? That's annoying. Okay. What are you doing, game? Apparently there was some lagging scripts from when I was a werewolf. Give it a moment, I guess. Oh, that's what it was. I was so close to death that death alternative kicked in, and then of course I went werewolf, and so the two scripts kind of had a hissy fit against each other. Game. I didn't die. I'm quite alive, I assure you. I'd like to be able to access my inventory game. Let's try this. Load. No, I still can't access my inventory. Does it still think I'm a werewolf? Well, hopefully I'll be able to survive through this.
Someone there?
I gotta figure out what's causing that bug. Alright. It's not one of these. Reset black screen, reset status effects. Reset player state. Reset status effects. Well, that fixed that part, I think, but Moonlit Tale seems to have bugged me out in werewolf effects. So let's see here. Moonlit Tale should have a debug as well. Yeah, I cannot open up my menu, which means I cannot change. So let's see, if I go to mod control, hopefully I can fix this. Moonlit Tales, because I had Finesse Flyer set, so it means I can't switch over to Beast Form. Debug. That should do it. Yep. I hope. Come on, give me my inventory. There we go. So yeah, it was Beast Form was bugged out. But the great thing about Moonlit Tales is when something like that happens, I can just go and do this. Debug. Let's see if I can set this. Nope. And I've got these menus back up and running. Yep. We had a little bit of a glitch, but we're better now. Health, of course. Now I had fork and knife. And I sneak up behind you. 'Cause I am, after all, Slit Throat. Yep. I assassinated them with a fork. 'Cause it ain't that badass. I think we can all agree that assassinating someone with a fork is badass. So the bandits have been terrorizing the neighborhood with just 2 bandits. Seriously? You were being terrorized by 2 bandits? Color me ashamed. 2 bandits could cause that much drama. That they would hire an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. Alright, let's see. Our next goal is Edominus Populi. So he is towards Windhelm, south, and east. So if we want to head southeast, it is... You know, it'd probably make more sense to do it up here, wouldn't it? To take off into flight from up here. Southeast is that way, okay. About that direction. There we go. Now the Dragon Wing animations are actually working properly. Gotta be here. So let's come in from over here. Yep. Let's see if we can just talk to him. Of course not. Our face is concealed by our hood.
Get away from me!
Oh, relax. I think there's someone out to get him. I mean, honestly, he's just a little too, you know. Paranoid. I mean, honestly. Who would be out to get this guy? We're almost completely warm. Where was it? There we go. Seriously, game. There's not enough water here to bathe. Seriously. Seriously? Apparently not. It is so hard to stay clean in Skyrim, seriously. Now, where do we want to head to next? Where is our next contract? Alright, Everstead. So, basically just fly south. Continue flying south. For the winter. Yeah, just south. Alright. We're good. And we are fully warmed up. Up. Up and away! Let's see if we can fix this manually. Instead of having to use the command for it. Good gracious, that command. Actually, I should be able to... Let's see, we want to head towards Iverstead. P, autopilot. Am I just flying in circles? I'm flying in circles. Am I over Iverstead? I can't be over Iverstead. However, this isn't a bad place to be. Now, I know I was quite a while from Iverstead. Still, we're at a hot spring, so we should be able to clean ourselves up here, I hope. Now we want to actually head that direction. Where is Iverstead? It's okay. So Iverstead is 72 by 15. Maybe that'll be more useful. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Alright, we need to land before we freeze to death. So this needs to go more south, is what it is. Which is about that way. How are we doing? Air is frigid and deadly.
So I just need to head west now. I'm getting the hang of flying. Slowly. Up. Up. And away we go. We're almost there. Just on the other side of this lake. The air's chilly, but we're holding together pretty well. And we need what button? F10 to save. Alright, so... there it is, I think, at least. Not lose sight of our goal. Now, where is our contract? Kilnarfy.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff?
Perhaps another time. I do not favor a drink at the
Well,
moment.
come back when you do, my friend. Come back when you do.
Ah, this must be the Harvest End Festival. That's why everyone's outside. Everyone that normally would be inside the tavern's outside because it's the Harvest End flyer.
What is it now? I know what you said, but I only wanted to speak to him for a moment.
Well, in the middle of town might not be the best option. Let's talk to this woman, Demba.
This has to be the worst place in Skyrim to run a mill. How am I supposed to do anything with all those bears running around?
Bears? Really?
Are you kidding? Those damn things will drive me right out of business. Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd.
Yeah, I can do that. Free money? So how can bears do
Have you ever
this?
seen what a bear does to the trees? They jump on their hind legs and scratch them to bits, marking their territory or something. It's getting to the point where I have to scour Skyrim for untouched trees at the right size. Costs me too much time and money.
Alright.
Now go give those stupid bears what's coming to them.
It does look like a party, doesn't it? What do we have here? Nothing my concern. I don't care about the graybeards up in their mountain. It'd be too much of a pain to fly up there anyway. I guess I'm going to have to wait for the Harvest End
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
to end
Vampire
so I
hunters
can
or something in the
get
old
Narfi
New
without
Riften.
everyone seeing me.
Consider joining up. I find your wolfish grin unsettling.
Really? Any rumors? I feel like refill my water.
Of course.
Any rumors?
People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Nothing really. I've heard of the Rangers. I've heard of it before. Might as well.
Of course.
I'd like to perform here. And we need, what is it? Songbook. Songbook.
I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Nah, werewolves don't exist. Everyone knows that.
I think I saw it again. That ghost. It was over by the barrows.
Book of Life.
I'm sorry. I was curious. I don't believe the stories. I won't go over there ever again.
I think I'm also going to have to install the showers in inns mod because there's really no proper place for me to get cleaned up.
Hey, I know who you are. Hail Sithis. Is that fur coming out of your ears?
What instrument do you play?
I play the lute. If you'd like to hear something, it only costs 5 gold.
Merely 5 gold. I'd easily pay twice as much to hear you play.
Why, thank you. You're very kind. Still interested?
Perhaps another time.
Very well. A pleasant journey, milady. You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Yeah, I think I'm going to install the inn mod and remove the hide spots mod.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
'Cause otherwise, we'll never be able to get cleaned up. So we will save, we will quit. Don't need hide spots.
What's the point? I'm not very good, and it's only for the same few people every night. All right, Wilhelm. I suppose it's the least I can do for you. I fear the night, because the werewolves and vampires don't.
No, no, we do not. There we go. Bathing room. Now, the annoying thing here is I think if you're sitting on the bench, which would be the most appropriate way to use it, bathing in Skyrim doesn't recognize you as being in deep enough water. Nope, didn't think so. So you actually have to go to the middle, crouch, and then I think you have enough water. Still not enough water to bathe. Seriously, game? Alright. What if I try this? Sit down. That should submerge me in enough water, I would hope. There's not enough water to bathe. Seriously? I am underwater. Turn collision off. Okay, how much more water do you want, game? There we go. Weird. What it considers its required minimum or maximum.